What's going on? How y'all doing? This gonna be my freestyle about the NBA All Star selection. My thoughts on what I saw last night, and I'm not watching the game. I'm not watching the game because I don't think there should be no NBA All Star weekend because of the COVID and all that. And even though things are getting a bit better, I just think it's the arrogance and the smugness of Adam Silver and the NBA to even have all that in one weekend. I know it's going to historically black colleges and what it's playing to. I say cut a check. That's what I say. But y'all wouldn't put the risk at stake. I wouldn't. I thought LeBron James and Kevin Durant were very smug and arrogant. I think they're two of the greatest basketball players ever, but I didn't. The way they did Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell at the end, especially Donovan Mitchell. Now, Rudy Gobert, he's a really good defensive player. He can leave, sometimes he leaves a lot to be desired, sometimes, because Joel Embiid torched that behind up the other night. But they are all stars, and they got the best record in the West. Might be the best team in all the NBA. And so for LeBron and Durant to smirk and make them the last two, I thought that was on some trolling. And then LeBron James gonna say, "Well, Utah when I was growing up, we never picked John Stockton and Karl Malone when we were picking." Well, see, first of all, Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert ain't John Stockton and Karl Malone. Let's get that straight. But they are all stars. And I do think Donovan Mitchell got a chance to be a baby version of Dwayne Wade. If he ever gets consistency. Now, he got upset when Shaquille O'Neal said, "I want to see you do it come money time." And he took it kind of personal. Some cats got in their feelings. Maybe LeBron and Kevin Durant act like they were coming to a side back then on Twitter against Shaq, but then they kind of troll him this, so make up your mind. But Donovan Mitchell, I would have picked him before I picked Paul George on my team. I wasn't feeling all this mess. I'm not with all that, you know. And I think that's unprofessional on LeBron James and Kevin Durant's part. I wasn't feeling that at all. I did not like that smugness. Because ironically, Rudy Gobert was the first player, believe it or not, that contracted the COVID. And then Donovan Mitchell got it. Now, Gobert was acting kind of funky when he slapped across the speakers last year when he got it. And then ended up getting it, and then Donovan got it. So I think that's ironic that a year later, but fortunately, they're both still well and they're able to play. Some people did not come back from it. That's another reason why I did not like the attitude of LeBron James and Kevin Durant last night. Because these two guys were the face of COVID a year ago. Those two guys in Utah got it. So, But I'm not going to support the NBA with this foolishness. And I'm not supporting watching no game. I'm glad it's going to black college, but I say donate the money and make some real stands. But to me, Adam Silver, all he does is pull the puppet strings and they dance on cue. I want to see the players that really protest. They should not be playing this weekend with that. And I can't get excited for it. Maybe next year I could. Not this year. There's still too many variants out there and there's too much politics involved. And it just seems to me like there's a lot of tap dancing to appease the NBA. But anyway, give me your thoughts and takes about NBA All-Star Weekend. Are you excited about it? I'm not. I'm not even really feeling this season. I want to see what happens when May and June get here, but the stuff seems hokey. It just seems off. Too many things just seem off. And sports right now is the last important thing that's going on, especially when over 500,000 people have died and almost 30 million cases. Sorry. And the NBA ain't exactly hitting on nothing because they're gonna fix his end. They're gonna find a way to push the Lakers or the Sixers or something. They're gonna find a way to have an agenda. The NBA really needs an unknown to emerge, but the NBA doesn't do that, and this script seems to be written. I do think Brooklyn is balling. I think Utah and Brooklyn are the best two teams I've seen in the NBA, and I would like to see Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie battling if they can. But Joel Embiid and Philly, there's some interesting stories, but I can't clap for this. But anyway, give me your thoughts. Hit the like, subscribe, wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. And I just wish everything didn't come across where people were trying to downplay the significance of other players. This ain't the time to get your clown on. That's my thought. I did not care for what I saw with that between LeBron James and Kevin Durant, the way they treated Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. And I'm just not feeling NBA All-Star Weekend this year. That's my parag. I'm out.